Welcome to Yakutia, the frozen edge of the world. Out here, a single mistake means you belong to the permafrost.
Beneath this seemingly solid, meter-thick armor of ice lies a hidden, starved world.
A frenzy of river monsters, trapped in the freezing depths. But reaching them requires standing on a terrifyingly fragile fault line.
Every strike weakens the surface. One deep crack, one slip, and the freezing black water claims another soul. This is the ultimate test of survival. Spearing 10,000 monster pike before the ice breaks. To understand the sheer desperation of this hunt, you must first understand the cold.
Edjuts. The nomad has trekked 50 miles from the nearest settlement. His only refuge against the gale force winds is a fragile canvas.
He isn't here for sport. His village and his sled dogs rely on this brutal annual harvest.
Failings. And the Northern Pike trapped beneath this ice aren't ordinary fish. Starved of food and oxygen, they grow in.
With the brutal 4-hour daylight window slipping away, he must carve out his strike zone. A grid of death on top.
Every calorie burned brings him closer to exhaustion. His thick reindeer furs weigh him down. The traps are set. Now, he waits. Silence is his only advantage over the roar. A flash of silver in the dark. A violent, downward thrust.
He hauls up a 20-pound monster. The moment the fish hits the minus 71-degree air, it begins to flash freeze, thrashing wildly.
One down. Thousands to go. But the blood in the water triggers a frenzy below, and the brute.
By hour 6, the pile of flash-frozen pike resembles a mountain. But the sheer weight of this massive harvest is creating a deadly physics problem. As the pale Siberian sun vanishes beneath the horizon, the temperature plummets even further.
His muscles are screaming. Despite the heavy reindeer furs, the brutal cold is slowly leaching the warmth.
But beneath his boots, the frenzy has reached a fever pitch. The scent of blood in the water has drawn thousands of starving predators from miles upriver. Driven by adrenaline and the ticking clock of his own body temperature, he strikes faster and faster. Every thrust is a battle against exhaustion.
Suddenly, the spear stops dead. It doesn't pierce, it hits something solid.
It's a leviathan. An ancient, massive river monster fighting for its life. It's a leviathan. An ancient, massive river monster fighting for its life, thrashing so violently. He plants his boots, using every ounce of his remaining strength to leverage a beat. Never concentrate your weight when the ice is already screaming. Freezing black water surges over the surface. In a fraction of a second, he must choose.
Instinct takes over. He scrambles backward, his Hevel-hide boots slipping frantically on the slick, wet ice.
With a violent thrash, the monster pike snaps the wooden spear shaft in two. It vanishes back into the...
The adrenaline abruptly crashes, and in negative 71 degrees, that crash is immediately replaced by a bone-deep, paralyzing cold. He assesses the damage. The Leviathan escaped, and a portion of the harvest was swallowed by the river. But a massive mountain of flash-frozen pike remains. But the hunt isn't over until the harvest is secured. Leaving the fish exposed means losing them to scavenging wolves or foxes before dawn. Every frozen fish hits the wooden sled like a block of solid iron. His muscles cramp, his fingers are numb, but he works with a methodical, desperate rhythm.
It takes 2 agonizing hours to load the sled. The weight is astronomical. He secures the rope.
Dragging the sled back to the safety of the canvas tent is a grueling battle against friction and gravity.
Finally, the canvas door closes. The roar of the blizzard is muffled.
The roaring iron stove inside the...
He boils snow for tea and gnaws on a piece of frozen raw meat, a crucial injection of calories to keep his internal furnace burning.
In Yakutia, you don't conquer the cold. You simply negotiate with it. And today, the nomads survived the negotiation. If you want to see what happens when the temperature drops even lower and the wolves begin to circle the camp, hit subscribe